representation of the government and of course of the youth of Somalia. Somalia is part of the African Union and the youth of Somalia are African youth. And of course it is important that we come down here also to give them hope, regardless of the problems that are under here. And we strongly believe that our presence here in Somalia can change something. If it cannot change something, it cannot change everything. You know, in all these conflicts, youth are victims and youth are also actors in most of the issues. When you talk about Shabab, we are talking about young people. And when we translate the word Shabab into English, it means youth. It means young people. And these are the young people who are really manipulated. These are the young people who mostly do not know what they are getting themselves into. These are the young people who do not consider the value of life, of human rights. These are the young people who are lost. And we believe that regardless of decades of conflicts and problems in Somalia, one day this dark page or black page is going to be turned into white. And this Somalia is going to be a peaceful country. It's going to have development. I appreciate the support given by AMISOM, our mission here in Somalia of the African Union. We are proud of the work that they are doing here in Somalia. The AMISOM peacekeepers here in Somalia, being it the women. We have young women here who are part of the militaries, the police, and these young women are doing a wonderful job, and they need support from the African Union. We had opportunity to meet the young people of Somalia, to discuss with them. I have seen hope in the young people of this country. I've seen the will to change their country, and they need support. They need to participate into governance. They need to be given a chance. They need to be given hope. They have a right to dream, and to dream big for the change of this Somalia. And with the will of the young people, we have to come out, because there's no one who can love Somalia than the Somalian people. There's no one who can find solutions to Somalian problems, if not coming primarily from the Somalian people, especially the young people who are mostly in this radicalization problems. And also, I strongly believe in the support of the world that our mission, the United Nations and everyone is doing. And we have to empower young people. We have to bring them to the table of decision making. This also will resolve most of the conflicts. As you know, the UN Security Council just adopted this year a resolution 2250 on youth, peace and security. And one of the objectives is to bring young people to the table of decision making. If the young people who are taking guns, we need to bring them to the table and ask them why they took the guns. So basically, I had opportunity also to meet the head of state. I had an honor to meet the head of state, and we had the Somalian president. We had frankly discussion. We discussed about peace and security issues in this country. We also discussed about women participation in leadership, especially this moment that we are visiting Somalia, a very crucial moment politically, where elections are being prepared, and for the young people also to be part of this, so that young people can get into parliament, young people can get into government, young people can get into other decision-making level, so they can encourage those who are there outside involved in all those things that are destabilizing the country to be encouraged and know that they have the possibility also to lead their country. And some also cultural aspects which are very sensitive, which we encourage also some improvement to have especially the young women. We want to see the young women of Somalia coming out and speaking, and of course being given a chance to understand the value of life and to be considered like any other human being, because women's rights is also human rights. And when we respect, we give the freedom to the women, we give the women the possibility to live their life in accordance, of course, in respecting the culture. Respecting the culture does not mean violating the right of women. We can still respect the culture, we can still respect the religion, we can still respect the tradition. And of course, we can also respect the right of these women, especially the young women. I promise to do something for the youth of Somalia. We are very limited resource-wise, but I promise to do my best to mobilize as much as I can the African Union and other international organizations to help Somalian young women and Somalian youth in general. And we need to see how we can have a special fund for Somalian youth in entrepreneurship, so we can give hope to these young people. We can be able to show them that life is also important. The world needs to do perhaps things differently. And I believe that with the fund that we can mobilize for Somalian youth entrepreneurship, this will give them another aspect of seeing things and another aspect of valuing life on a more general aspect. So we hope at our level as the Pan-African Youth Union and the Somalian youth, just in conclusion, is that we are willing to go where no one wants to go. We want to reach the youth of the continent in all corners, regardless of considering those who are in a good environment. I'm so delighted, I'm so committed in going into the real problems of African youth, in going into the rural areas, and really happy to see the troops that are here from different countries coming and helping the Somalian people. There's a lot of sacrifices. Not everybody can come down here, but they have come to secure the African people, their brothers, our brothers, Somalians. And this is the reason that as youth, we can be able to be heard and push the agenda forward. So I thank very much AMISOM, the entire leadership of AMISOM here, the administrative, and of course all the soldiers that are here from different countries who have done a wonderful job while we are here. Hospitality, they are very kind people, they are well trained in all aspects of what they are doing, welcoming people on the ground. There's a big discipline under here, and this is what we really appreciate in seeing Africa improving, Africa doing better. So it's something that we need to encourage. And I've seen myself, these soldiers committed, young women, the women, and of course even the men who are here, the soldiers, and you see the determination in them, the will to save. And this is something we need to encourage. We need more women to be sent here, because when in all this war, women open themselves easily to the women peacekeepers who go into the missions, who go down there when nobody can reach. The administrative AMISOM aspect employees might not be able to get there in the regions where people are fighting, but these peacekeepers can go on the ground, and whenever they are doing in IDPs and whatsoever, they are able to meet young women, they are able to meet women, and women can easily open to these peacekeepers. These are the people who are coming, they have given their life. And we have at least to give them a better place to stay also, which is very important. We know how they live. But they come here living and knowing that they're coming to fight. They're in a zone, in the war. And we have to give them the best. That can it also attract other people come here, can attract other women to come here, to protect women on the ground, those who are going in these conflict areas, to give them the best and give them mechanism of protecting these peacekeepers, women who are going on the ground, and give them the small needs that women need than men. And whenever we are doing this, when we consider things that we can bring for the peacekeepers,